Rush Wars, OMG. So we just finished our first domination, and let me just tell you, it's a lot of fun. So how domination works, I'm going to walk you through it quickly. First of all, I want to show you our results because never been done before. In the first time in the history of Rush Wars, I don't know, world record, hashtag. Look at this, 45 stars on domination. I haven't explained what domination is, so that doesn't necessarily mean something to all of you, but let me just give you a little spoiler alert. A check mark is good, 3 stars is good. Oh my god, high score. What does that mean? Did we break it? Yes, this is good. So this means that we took every possible star in the entire game. And as you can see here, as a result, we get the gold domination star box. So how this works, when you start a domination, let's go back to the very, very beginning. Domination is this button right here on the left-hand side of the screen, the picture of the globe with the 3 stars on it. How it works is you start a domination. You then get somewhere between 5 people and 10 people involved. So we picked 5 people because we only had 5 people in our team at that point. We actually had 8, but picking a 10-person domination with 8 people didn't seem to make a lot of sense. Let's show you our team. This is Rush Beach. As you can see here, we now have 10 players, so we'll probably do the 10-person next time. How it works is you do a draft. You are given a list of troops. You can then flip cards over, kind of like playing Blind 31, for those of you who have ever played that. You can flip a card over. If you don't like it, you have 3 choices to switch. Now, much like my previous video where I talked about the ground versus air strategy, our number 1 plan when we planned our draft, just like a fantasy draft, is to do at least 1 jetpack. We figured we needed at least 1 jetpack. We needed at least 1 shield. Beyond that, it didn't really matter all that much. And let me tell you, jetpack's air attack was just epically awesome. So we drafted troops, and this is what our troops looked like. So this is what troops we have left. As you can see, I'm almost out. Atlas has some left. Dr. Smoke. Yes, we have a doctor in our task force. Legitimate doctor, by the way. Congratulations, Mrs. Smoke. Using the jetpack. So this is all the troops that are left. They have almost nothing left. They've averaged like nothing. So it was just a complete landslide. At one point we were down 15-10, and people who aren't in the domination can't see what's going on. They assume we were losing, but no. So let's show you some quick attacks. So this attack was Atlas. Now, how it works is you have to attack every base, and then you can go back and use whatever troops are left once you have at least 1 star. So we only got 1 star on this initially, and then Atlas went back and mopped it up. Same thing on this base up here. We only had 2 stars, then I went back and cleaned it up with our remaining troops. So you do want to keep some of your troops. Basically, as soon as you drop a troop, that troop is gone. You can actually go into the attack with multiple troops and then not spend them. I'll show you this right about, where is it? That happened on one of these attacks. Anyways, so let's just go through the attacks here. We'll show the replay, and this is just absolute domination. Atlas had this, we had only 2 bases left at this point, so he just used all of his troops, all of his heroes, all of his artilleries and things, so just crushed it. Now, we had a lot of really, really good attacks. That one was just overpowering. That was our second to last attack, so Atlas just being a beast. Let's have a look here, and I'm going to just quickly go through all of these attacks. So this one, again, just overpowering, I believe. Let's have this. Atlas is a complete beast. His troops, as you can see here, he's got level 7 shields. Can't see what level the pictures are, unfortunately. I think they have to take some damage before they show what level they are, so we're not going to get to see the level of his pictures, but his level 7 shields standing out front, doing very, very well. Now, it's really hard to show this when it's not live, but essentially we all chatted about who should attack which base, who had the best troops for each base. This is exactly what I would love Boom Beach to have. Number 1, we're all working towards a chest. We all get rewards if we do well. Number 2, we all have different troops. It's not like everyone has Zookas or everyone has Grenadiers. You have to tailor your attacks to the base. So, for example, this base up here, Dr. Smoke had to wait until we got there so that she could do her attack. I'll show you her attack. Just absolute domination on domination. So as you can see here, using her attack to get rid of the ground defenses, and then it's just a matter of coming in with the jetpacks, and the jetpacks doing easy cleanup, and one jetpack takes out 3 huge defenses and 3 gold mines. So having those jetpacks, knowing when to use them, was so critical for domination. And you can see it on the bottom, she had some shields, she had some Zookas in case she ran out of time, but time was not an issue. Her jetpacks just absolutely mopped the floor with this base, and she did that on at least a couple bases. So now, just to be clear, just to go back and watch this replay, she did not use her Zookas, she did not use her shields, so they were saved for future attacks. You can load them in your chopper, they're not lost until you actually drop them. So it's always better to have troops in reserve instead of not having enough. So let's show an attack by me. This one was, I couldn't even tell you, to be honest. Let's have a quick look, see what we've got here. I feel like I probably, yeah, this one, not a big deal. So taking out the entire base with the 2 troops, I let the gorilla at the top, so he pulled that Zooka in, and then just using my pitcher to get all of the things. So it is important to know where the ranges of things are and how things pull, and a lot of discussion on our Discord, a lot of discussion in game, and that's what has me most excited about this game, is that you literally have to plan your operations. It's not like Boom Beach where you're like, okay, who's a 5'5" and who's a 6'4"? There's way more details involved in that. Only our doctor had the jetpack, so we had to save our specific bases for her, and she came in and just crushed them. Now, Perrin's had a couple ridiculous attacks as well. I'll show you this right here. What Perrin's did, is this the one? No, it's not, unfortunately. I'm going to go up to the very top. Perrin's up the top had just a fantastic attack. Let's see if we can't show that one. I believe, yes, this is the one. So again, using your troops on different sides, top and bottom, very useful. But he also, as you can see, he has a bazooka left over, knowing the ranges of troops, using his massive brain to figure out when. Look at this, bringing the Zooka in, knowing that it's going to outrange those 2 cannons in the very back, and just absolute free sniping it. So lots and lots of very cool things going on here. Lots of crossovers from Boom Beach. Number 1, there's double drops, splitting your troops. There's knowing when to drop things. Very knowing what does splash damage, what doesn't. Lots and lots of planning went on, and our chat is just crazy busy all the time. And the cool thing is you can watch and you can see who else is watching. One thing that I would like to be able to do is you can't actually chat while you're watching a live attack. So I'd like to be able to chat in here with the other people who are watching, for example. Rush Wars, if you see that, please do add it. But very cool, and I've seen nothing but good things about Domination, and now I know why, because we had a day to prepare. And so as far as preparation goes, look at our map. How it works is Perrin's, let's look at this. Perrin's had to set this base up. He had 24 hours to set this base up. He had only the given troops. These are not the troops he would usually use. And the cool thing about this is it makes you think about if you want to upgrade these. So for example, maybe he upgraded his bazookas from level 1 to level 2. He never uses them on offense, but he wanted to help out the team, so he upgraded them specifically for the Domination. Same thing on Dr. Smoke's base. Maybe she doesn't use these shotgun people at all, but she thought, you know what? I want to help my team, I want to contribute, and so you throw some gold towards it. So those people who are not free to play, it's going to be a tough balance, because people who are dropping cash on cards are going to have the advantage for sure, but most of our team is free to play, and we just absolutely mop the floor with that other team. So and to be honest, I'm not sure if Atlas is paying or not, but Perrin's is not, Smoke is not, and Glasgow is not. So they did most of the work. Atlas and I just sat in the back. We have the highest level tiers. We have the highest level troops. We just waited till the end. They did all the work, or a lot of the work, and then Atlas was involved quite a bit more. I basically just watched the whole thing, and we tried to plan. I gave away 0 stars on any of my bases, though. For some reason, I was marked at the farthest end. Now, One thing to be aware of, in Domination, you start down at the bottom. You can't go to the next two bases unless you get at least 1 star. So they got 1 star on Perrins. They can then move on to these 2 bases. Once they get 1 star on this base, they can go to this base or this base. Hopefully that's making sense. If it's not, please do hit me up in the comments and I will explain more. One thing that I wasn't a super fan of is that we got all the way to the top and did not finish this one at first, and you can't go from the top backwards, so you have to actually work your way up the tree in Domination. You can't go up the right side and then work your way down the left from the top. So I don't know if that's a bug or a feature, but I would like to be able to go from here back to this one, for example. That way we don't have to, if we can't beat this base, we can go around it. Kind of like in the tech tree in Boom Beach, you can go around it and come from the other side. You can't come from the other side in Domination, which is both good and bad. There's a lot of things right now I'm not quite sure if it's a bug or a feature. For example, other members of our team can't watch the Domination replays unless they're in the replay. That seems like a bug. I'd really like members of our team to be able to watch the replays. That way they can get an idea of what's going on, how to attack, how to plan. So anyways, back to our base here in Domination. Sorry, I'm super excited, jumping all over the place. What happens is you have 24 hours to set up your own map, and now I can go in and look at all Perrin's bases and say, hey, maybe you should move your bazooka to the right a little bit, and we go back and forth. So you're not just planning your bases by yourself, you're actually able to spend that 24-hour period chatting with people in your team, making suggestions, and it works out really well. So at first I was a little bit ticked off that you have a full day of preparation. After we spent some time talking about the bases, it actually worked out pretty well, and it made it so there was no rush at all. So daily domination is actually like a 2-day domination. Day 1 is preparation. Day 2 is all about the attacks. So we absolutely crushed this. I keep trying to say dominated, but it's called daily domination, so I'm trying not to overuse that term. Anyways, hopefully that gives you a better idea of how daily domination works. We are now going to get 250 gold per person. I don't know if that's per person that was in the domination or for everyone who was in the team. If you're watching this video right now, come join our team. Hopefully you get in before the domination ends, and hopefully you get those rewards. If so, awesome. If not, at least you get to join a wicked strong team. 45-15. Just beasting. And now, what's in this box? I don't know. I'm very excited to see what's inside that box as well. I'll do another video once we get inside that gold and purple diamond winners domination box. Anyways, that's it for now. Domination is a complete hit. Very excited. And I really do like the fact that it's not every day. I don't think I could go through this every day. The fact that we have 1 day of setup, which doesn't require a lot of chatting, and then the next day is drafting and attacking, makes it much lower point of entry. If we had to do that attacking planning every single day, it would be a bit of a pain. Now, one thing that I didn't really like is the fact that when you're scouting, you can't see which troops you actually have. So you have to actually go back out, then go into this top right window, click on My Team just to see your own troops. So hopefully they improve that a little bit. It feels like you have to click like 4 times just to try and figure out what troops you have. But again, it's all beta. Look at that, the Dr. Smoke, the lowest. I think was she the lowest level? Let's have a look. So there you go. Our free-to-play player, actually she's 3rd, never mind, I take that back, ended up getting the most stars. So that to me is a great thing. That I am very critical of games that are not all about the free-to-play, just like I'm not a huge fan of the fact you can lose gold by getting 0. So the fact that our free-to-play players were leading on that domination bodes good things. Anyways, hopefully you're not sick of me and my domination hype, but today was a lot of fun. Maybe this is exactly like Clash Royale or Clash of Clans or not Brawl Stars, but I've never played those games. So coming from Boom Beach, this is really refreshing, really exciting, and I do love the team planning aspect. It's just like when Green Court and Maze first came out, but it's every day, and you have different troops to worry about, and their ranges, and their splash damage, and their health, and all sorts of fun stuff. So hopefully this shows you that maybe you want to come join our team, maybe you want to play Rush Wars, and maybe you just say, I'm sick and tired of this, by all means, throw that in the comments too. I will take your suggestions to heart, but for now, I am really enjoying this game, and that's why you're getting videos on it. I'm not trying to follow crowds, I'm not trying to follow hype or followers or subscribers. I'm enjoying this game, our team is enjoying this game, so that's why you're getting it, and if that stops, I will stop the Rush Wars videos. Until then, thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Thanks for coming in. Peace!